Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're doing part 8 to What If Naruto Was Frieza's Reincarnation. Now, there is one thing I forgot to mention in the last part, and that was that Sasuke left for Orochimaru. So, when, Naruto, King Cold, and Freezer, no, not Freezer, Freezer's from Universe, 6, I think, or that's someone else. I don't know. Cooler, my bad. When they encountered with Orochimaru, Sasuke was training with Kabuto, Karin. I forgot the other two names, but the guy that could turn into water and that guy with the Jugo with the orange hair, and I forgot the guy who could turn to water. You know, that guy who could turn to water. He was basically like the rival to like. I think he had like two ramen cells or something. I don't know, but yeah, he was just training with those two in another base while Naruto and Orochimaru were talking and stuff. That's basically that's basically one thing I forgot to mention. So I just wanted to get that out of the way where Sasuke was right now. So yeah. Anyways, if you have any ways you want to recommend me, comment down below and I may or may not do them. So let's get into this. What if? Now, you know, you don't know, but I literally did. I forgot their names. How I forget one of the two main antagonist names? Dang it! I don't know. Menma and Mito. I don't know how I forgot their names. That's just how bad my memory is. I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't said their names in like 3 weeks, and I haven't heard their names in like a week or two, like a couple of days or so, and like I said, my memory's kind of bad, so. But Menma and Mito were training, getting you. Well, like I said in the last part, they were getting used to Kurama's chakra, and they were, how the three Still Masters kind of they brainwashed Kurama, like they brainwashed Kurama in a way. They're controlling him. They didn't brainwash him. I guess you could say brainwashing is controlling. I don't know, but they brainwashed him. They sealed him away. They didn't seal him away. They're controlling him. And like I said in the last part, the twins are actually halves of Ashura. Now, Menma obviously is going to be the evil half, while Mito is going to be the good half. And the good half is going to be more feminine, while the evil half is going to be more masculine. That's why Menma is the evil half, and not Mito. Now, they're both still pretty, evil. Like I said, like I'm saying, look, Ashura and Indra in this incarnation are going to be pretty bad people. Okay, they're going to be horrible people. They're going to be pretending to be good people, but they're actually horrible people. And same goes for their father and Hamura, because in this what if Hamura and all them were actually plotting against Kaguya. So Haguruma and Hamura were plotting against Kaguya, and not. Yeah, they were plotting against her. So that's why the twins are evil and not good. So, that's why even Mito, who's still the good half of Ashura, is still evil because of her surroundings, her environment, and because that Ashura was still basically evil. So, even the good half of him it still has some evil bits of it, while the evil part of him, the evil half, is just pure evil. So, I guess you could say that the good half is not even the good half. It's mixed. It has a bit of evil in it. But yeah, I just want to get that over. That's how they're going to be able to fuse, and Sasuke, all that stuff. They're going to fuse soon, cause you know how the twins, not the twins, how Goku and Vegeta can fuse. I want them to be able to fuse because that would be pretty good. That would be pretty cool. It would pretty much be like another Hagoromo. So that'd be pretty cool. But it doesn't matter to Naruto. Hagoromo is basically nothing to him. So they could fuse all they want. It's not going to do nothing. But we're going to see if he's going to do anything. We're going to see how much he's going to do in the future. So, yeah. But, anyways, after Naruto had that talk with Orochimaru, he was starting some experiments on how to make a ninjutsu with no hand sign. Basically, ninshu. Now, he was making pretty good progress. He was able to lessen the hand signs. That's why in Boruto, they use less hand signs to do S rank and A rank jutsu. Even though that doesn't make sense. Because, okay, I know it's kind of off topic, but I don't understand how it takes them way less hand signs to do, way less hand skills to do such high rank jutsu. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's making it more proficient. That's good. It's proficiency. That's awesome. That's amazing. Proficiency. It makes it faster, quicker to use, easier to memorize. Proficiency. That's nice. Okay? But wasn't it cool back when you could just see ninjas just spamming through hand signs? Like just speeding through hand signs, but then nowadays they just do the tiger seal and this A-rank jutsu just comes out of nowhere. But it's okay. It's proficiency. I like it. But anyways, Naruto, since he also uses chakra, that's one of the reasons why he wants to know ninshu. He doesn't know what it's called, obviously, because he's not from here. But he wants to know ninshu, which is no hand signs, because he has chakra and ki. And, ki doesn't need hand signs or hand seals, whatever you want to call it. So, and he really does not like the hand seals. Like I said, he thinks it's really inefficient, and he would like it to be more proficient. And he also wants to build an army of ninja, so he could have both chakra and ki attacks. So let's say someone like he has an enemy who could block ki attacks. They can't block chakra attacks because chakra and ki, though the same type of energy, they're the same concept. They're both energy, both spiritual energy. Chakra has a more violent, but at the same time free type of. No. It has a more violent. I'm about to say the same thing. Chakra has a more calm but free type of energy, while ki has a more violent, but it has a more violent but more enclosed type of energy. Since I don't know, it's also free. It's also kind of free-ish, but it's more violent than chakra, because chakra is nature energy, while ki doesn't come from nature itself. It just comes from your body, your soul, I must say. So that's where the difference between the two energies lie. So though they're the same concept, that person who is able to block ki cannot block, chakra. And how people from the land of snow, I think it was, or I think it was the land of spring, spring country, how they have chakra armor, it could block chakra. People who have ki, his armies, his original armies, they will destroy them because they have ki. It's a different type of energy. Concept is similar, like I said, but it's different. So his army is gonna be very large and very OP and very powerful, and it's gonna be very varied. Very varied. That's kind of a tongue twister, and this is what makes Frieza pretty smart. This is what's gonna make his intelligence stand out, because of the fact that he's doing something so smart. He's doing something so intelligent. He doesn't want to just keep his army small. His army is gonna be loyal to him, most definitely. He likes loyalty, not just power. His father, his brother is all the power that the army needs. But he wants his army to be loyal to him. So he knows that no matter the situation, the case, his army will always back him up. Even if it means they're all getting wiped out just to save Frieza's life, he wants them to be that loyal. He doesn't want them just to be strong. He doesn't care if they're strong. Like I said, him, his brother, and his father are the powerhouses anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he just wants the loyalty, and he wants the variety because he's faced and known. He's heard of some enemies who could neutralize ki, and he's seen some enemies during his time as Naruto who can neutralize chakra. So he wants a variety of different energies if he could find different energies. So he doesn't have to be stuck to one energy, which could be, he wants to have a variety. So he can always back up on something. So he can always have a backup. His ki won't work, you go to his chakra. His chakra won't work, he can go to another energy he's going to find somewhere else. So that's where his intelligence is really striking out here. But anyways, like I said, Orochimaru made pretty good progress on the ninju. And it's been 3 years now. Okay? Now, Frieza has been training, even though he knows that the twins are weak and that everybody on his planet is weak. He's been training because he's want to fight the Saiyans. And he knows that the Saiyans have a lot of potential. And he's seen that since his time as Naruto, that humans and Saiyans have lots of potential. And when there's motivation and when there's a reason to fight, they will fight until their last breath. And he knows this. And he knows that these Saiyans will not give up, and they will probably jump him. So he needs to get stronger. Because they will definitely jump him, okay? There's no denying the fact. They will try to jump him. So he knows that he needs to train. And he doesn't know how strong they are now. He's been gone for like 13 years, 20 years or something. So he doesn't know how strong they could be right now. So he really needs to train. So he's been training with his brother and his dad. And he's been learning, he's been checking up on the progress Orochimaru has made. And Orochimaru has, like I said before, he's made it so where ninjas could do, he's made new hand seals. He's made a dragon hand seal, a lizard hand seal, a gecko hand seal, a spider hand seal. He's made so many hand seals for different jutsus that just need one hand seal now. And Naruto's like, I like this progress, but that's a lot of hand seals to have to remember to do these jutsus. I can't. And Orochimaru's like, don't worry, sir. I'm getting to the point where we won't even need to use hand seals. We'll just think of it. We won't even need to speak the word. Just think of it. The jutsu comes out. And Naruto's like, that's even better than I hoped for, Orochimaru. Maybe I'll give you an extra bonus on top of your immortality. And Orochimaru's like, what could it? And Orochimaru's like, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I can't wait. And Naruto's like, oh, don't worry. It'll be something you have. It's another one of the things you have wanted for so long. Knowledge. And Orochimaru's just like, he's so thankful that he hasn't even tried to betray Naruto. Because if he did try to betray Naruto, not only would he die, but he wouldn't be even able to become immortal or even have such knowledge that he knows that Naruto's gonna give him. Because he knows Naruto's not a man to break a promise. Now Naruto may be evil, but he won't break a promise. He knows that. He knows Naruto will not break a promise. So he's just thankful that he didn't even try to do something so stupid as to betray Naruto, because he wouldn't get such knowledge, he wouldn't get immortality, he would just die. So he's very thankful to him being so intelligent on not doing something so stupid. And Naruto's like, alright, continue your experiments and you'll get your reward. And now we go back to the twins. Like I said, they've actually been able to use KCM with seals. No. What am I talking about? Hold on. Okay, guys, so I had to clear my mind. During their training time, they've actually have been experimented on too. Now, Naruto, during the 3 years, no, I'm not doing that. That's gonna make no sense. Now, Minato and the Leaf Village, they found one of Orochimaru's old bases, and they looted it. They destroyed that thing. They looked through everything. They took everything, and they found some Madara and Hashirama leftover cells. Now, Orochimaru has a bunch of Madara and Hashirama cells, so he leaves some behind by accident, without knowing it, because he has a lot. Like, he even collected the dead bodies of Hashirama and Madara. Well, after the real Madara died, he collected the body from Zetsu. He met Zetsu, so he collected the body so he can do some experiments. And he was a Dave Grieger, a grave digger. I don't know how I got that mixed up. He was a grave digger. He dug up Hashirama's grave and just put another random shinobi's body in there. So, yeah, he don't care. He will literally do everything if it means he gets good DNA for his experiments. So, like I said, he has some leftover cells. And the Leaf Village have been experimenting on the twins, and this experiment has given them the power to use the Rinnegan. And since they have so much chakra, they can basically just spam it. Like, they have Bijuu's levels of chakra now, and they have a Bijuu in them. Pause. So they have a lot of chakra to just spam Shinra Tensei. Almighty Push, Universal Pull, whatever. They can spam it as much as possible. They just have that much chakra. And they can use Wood Style, they can use the EMS, because they're not technically Uchiha, so just the MS stage is skipped to the EMS. And they can use the 3 Tomoe, the 2 Tomoe, the 1 Tomoe, but they don't use the Tomoe Sharingans at all. They sometimes on occasion use the EMS, but that's really for them to be able to, because I said Ren Sharingan, did I not? Because they have the Rinnegan. The Rinnegan, like shown in original canon, I don't think the Rinnegan could do like Tsukiyomi and that stuff. It can't do Genjutsu. It can only do like ninjutsu and stuff. It couldn't do Genjutsu. So they would have to use the EMS to do Genjutsu. Like I said, they got Wood Style as well. And they also got and what am I talking about? Mito has been training in her chains. So she's way better with her chains now. And she has the Wood Style, so Wood Style plus chains plus Rinnegan and EMS. OP. Memon doesn't have chains, obviously not. But he's been using Hirishin, so he Rinnegan with the Hirishin. Come on, man. Wood Style, he just plant a farm here, teleport over there. Plant a forest there, teleport over there. Plant a forest there, and trap you so quickly. You just make a triangular forest. That didn't make sense. Like, you have the Hirishin kunais. I did not know the name for it for a second. And he could just plant them in a triangular form, and then plant the forest, like, how Hashirama could do a forest? He could plant them over there. And obviously, they're trained with their Wood Style. They use Yamato. Obviously, the only Wood Style user even alive. And I know this is kind of unrelated, but Kakuzu, if I'm correct, the money-hungry, greedy Akatsuki member, shout outs to that guy for even being alive after fighting Hashirama. The way he died to Naruto was bullcrap, but him being alive after fighting Hashirama, the god of shinobi. Come on, man. Kakuzu, the way he died to Naruto was bullcrap, and we all know it. I know that was kind of random, but I just had to say it. But Sasuke, he's learning how to use his Mangekyo Sharingan. He's unlocked the Mangekyo Sharingan because he befriended this little kid, and then Orochimaru forced him to kill the little kid. And he did it gladly, obviously, because he was power hungry, but he was also kind of sad because he liked the little kid. And, the little kid kind of reminded him of him when he was younger before his clan was killed by Itachi. So that's why he liked the kid. He kind of bonded with him, but he would kill the kid in an instant if it meant more power. So he killed the kid. The kid's dead. Sorry for the kid. But he got the MS, and he's been training with the Mangekyo Sharingan ever since. Now, he's really good with the Mangekyo Sharingan. He's been training with it since he was 15. Not 15. Since he was 13. And I'm pretty sure, he was, since, a year after he left the Leaf Village, he got the Mangekyo. And he's been training it with it ever since, for 2 years straight. So he's pretty good with it. I wouldn't say he's on Itachi level, obviously. He's only been training with it for 2 years. But since he's not sick like Itachi, he's probably going to be able to defeat Itachi. And I'm not saying anything about that. Itachi will still let him win, obviously, because he's still nowhere near Itachi's level on the MS. But, like I said, he's not sick, so he's physically stronger than Itachi, because he's not sick at all. And he's been training with Asani, Uzumaki, Sani's experiments, so he's pretty resilient, damage-wise, and obviously physiologically, psychologically, not physiologically, that's not even a word, but psychology, mentally, mentally, he's not in the right place, so, a Genjutsu, he'll probably get defeated by Genjutsu, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because he's not right in the head, okay? Sasuke is insane, and that's really because of his training, and that's bound to happen. So, you're training with an insane, Chugo, and his experiments, and Orochimaru himself, you kind of become insane as well. So, he's not right mentally. So, like I said, the Genjutsu would probably defeat him pretty good. If it's a good Genjutsu, and Itachi says the right words, the correct words, probably defeat him pretty quickly. Now, back to the twins. Now, they've gone back to the village. They go basically how Naruto did in canon. They go and say hi to everybody. They go and celebrate on top of the Hokage Tower, just dancing, saying the heroes of the Leaf is back and they're going to defeat, all the people, and bring back Sasuke. And, they're just cooling, thinking they special. And Naruto has one of his Frieza Force members there watching him. Now, why would he have a Frieza Force member? You've seen his Frieza Force members. They do not look anything like a human at all. So he has one of his Anbu there, just spying on the twins. And he's developed, he's friends with Orochimaru. So he's developed this way to be able to see through not Orochimaru, through his Anbu. Kind of like someone with a Rinnegan. But he doesn't have the Rinnegan. But he's developed this way to see through his eyes of his Anbu. So he's just seeing them dancing and celebrating like idiots. And he's like, those two were my siblings? No way. That's such a disappointment. I have to kill them now. And Frieza's like, these disappointments, I want to kill them so badly, but I can't. I want them to suffer before I kill them. But if I were to kill them right now, they wouldn't suffer. They would just die. And Frieza's like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm going to die of embarrassment before I kill these two. And Frieza obviously knows Orochimaru's training Sasuke. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if Sasuke kills Itachi. All he cares is Sasuke. All he cares about is Sasuke gets in his way. And he really doesn't like the Akatsuki as well, because they are going to kind of get in his way of killing his siblings. He wants to kill his siblings. He wants to take them out. He wants to make them suffer. And if the Akatsuki takes them, he's not going to be able to get that chance. So he's, he's planning on the ways to wipe out the Akatsuki. Now, he kind of likes the Akatsuki's plan to take over the world and put them under genjutsu, but he also realizes that the plan is kind of stupid, because he realizes that the Ten Tails is going to just suck up all the energy of the planet, just killing the planet, and everybody inside of the planet is just going to get out of the genjutsu, and then they're going to just die off, because there's going to be no resources. So it's just going to make no sense. And he knows that it's a really stupid plan, because they're technically not even ruling the world as well, as they're going to be under the genjutsu. So, that's not what Naruto likes. Frieza, I should say. That's not what Frieza likes. He doesn't want to, be dreaming of ruling a planet. He wants to rule the planet physically. He wants to actually rule it, not be in a dream state ruling it. Not a dream state ruling it. So, he doesn't like their plan. There's a bunch of other reasons why he doesn't like it, and why he doesn't like the Akatsuki. But those are the two main reasons. Because they would just kill the planet off, and because they wouldn't be ruling it technically. They wouldn't. They would just be under genjutsu themselves. So he really thinks that they're kind of stupid, and their plan's not really well thought out. And I also really think that was a kind of stupid plan, because the Ten Tails would probably just suck up all the nature energy from the planet and then just dip, and the planet would just die off, because there would be no resources, and every animal, every human being, everything living would just die off, because there's nothing to do. You can't survive with no food, no water, no sunlight. You're just going to die off. So, and like I said, what am I talking about? Naruto really doesn't like Sasuke, but at the same time, he kind of likes him, because Sasuke is kind of just going to kill an Akatsuki member for him. And he kind of likes Itachi, but Itachi's part of a group where they're going to do this stupid plan. Like I just explained, why he thinks the plan is stupid. So, it's kind of like a kill he doesn't have to worry about killing. And like I said, Frieza still has kind of that Frieza mentality, but he also has that kind of Saiyan personality. Kind of like, he likes to fight strong opponents. Like I said earlier on in this series, he likes to fight strong opponents. So that's how he kind of has like that kind of Saiyan-ish mentality. Because he's been around Saiyan so long, and he's been around people who like to fight strong opponents for so long, and he's never been able to have he hasn't been able to have a fun fight, and he hasn't realized how fun the fights were with Goku, how fun that fight was with Goku. He hasn't realized it. He hasn't realized how fun the fights were with Goku, how fun the fight was with Vegeta. It was really fun, even though he would lose every time. It was fun, and well, the only fun fight he didn't have was when he fought Broly. Broly whooped him. It was one-sided. Frieza did not get a single attack on that man. Like, it was one-sided. But Frieza's not going to have that, so, yeah. If you like Broly, I'm not going to say anything. That's up to future me, okay? But that's kind of why Frieza likes to fight strong opponents. And I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Frieza, like I said, he still has this mentality where he doesn't like to fight weak people. He doesn't like to fight weak people because it's no fun. And they're weak. They're puny weak. They're lower than him. So he shouldn't even be touching them. He doesn't want to dirty his hands with them. But he knows that he's probably going to have to. since they're pretty strong compared to other people besides him and his Frieza Force and his brother and father. So he knows that he's probably going to have to get his hands a bit dirty to defeat and kill the rest of the members. But at the same time, he's starting to train. My bad. He's actually starting to train his Frieza Force a bit so they could. No, what am I talking about? He's just gonna get the Frieza Force to kill them off. But he wants to see Sasuke try to kill Itachi. He knows that Sasuke really stands no chance against Itachi, but he wants to see him try. And I mean, there's gonna be less work for him, and he really doesn't mind. So, like I said, he doesn't care. He doesn't care what Sasuke does. He knows that Sasuke is just gonna try to kill Itachi and then just live on with his life, repopulate his clan. But what he doesn't know is Itachi's going to try to convince him to side with Lee Village. You know how in original canon, Itachi told him the plan on what the clan did? Or something like, yeah, he told him the plan and stuff. Itachi's going to do this. Instead, Itachi told him that when he was Edo Tensei, but in this incarnation, I think that's a word. He's gonna tell Sasuke all that stuff before he dies. So he's gonna try to make amends with Sasuke before he dies, and it's gonna work. But okay, maybe it's not gonna work. Maybe it is. I don't know. But he's gonna try to tell that to Sasuke before he dies. So that's gonna be the difference in this part. Since, Kabuto, he doesn't want to enact a plan. He's not going to try to betray Frieza. Frieza will wipe him out in a second. He even knows that even if he put the 10 tails in someone like Frieza will just wipe him out. So he doesn't want to try to side with the Akatsuki, like how he did in canon. He's not going to try to revive Madara or nothing. You know what? He is going to try to revive Madara. Because Kabuto is going to be... he's going to, feel angry that Orochimaru, the legendary Orochimaru, is submitting to someone like Naruto. And... because I want Naruto to fight Madara. So, he's going to revive Madara. So, that's, going to be good for Naruto. He's going to fight a somewhat strong opponent. I mean, 10,000 Madara... I guess will be fun. I might have to amp up Madara or freaking seal away some of Naruto's power. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. But that's actually it for this part, you guys. And I will see you guys in the next part. Peace out. And I'm sorry if this part was not enjoyable for you guys, but if it was, well, like, subscribe or something, I don't know. But I'll see you guys in the next part. Peace.